can't wait to hear what you would say to someone that says, I'm too busy.
Ooh, Gary Vee.
Companies that are really great at sales, but they're also bad at marketing and branding.
This is an age-old debate between sales teams getting along with marketing teams.
The idea that they're filling the top of funnel so that you can retarget them with a conversion campaign is a complete myth.
That is a huge mistake. That might work for someone who's got brand equity and brand awareness and reputation under their belt, but you just can't sit there, run ads and expect them to make sales without them knowing you.
Should your brand have a founder account, like a personal account, and a brand account? I have pretty strong feelings on this.
So that is a really good point and topic to make if personal branding is your thing. You kind of need to fall back on your marketing strategy. What's your goal? What's your outcome? Like, what are you after? Welcome to Marketing Your Brand, the podcast for business owners who are done wasting time and money on marketing that isn't right for them. I'm Peggy Worrell, award-winning agency owner and your straight talking guide through the joys and chaos of growing your business. In every episode, I skip the fluff and talk openly about what actually works. If you're ready to do marketing the right way for you, let's go. Hey everyone. So today my team have put together some viral videos and you're going to see how I react to them. Some of them are funny, some of them are a bit weird, some of them I'm fangirling over. So let's dive in.
Spent over $100 million on Facebook ads. Here's one thing I would never ever do on the platform. I would never run an awareness, traffic, or engagement campaign. These campaigns never lead to sales, and the idea that they're filling the top of funnel so that you can retarget them with a conversion campaign is a complete myth.
That is a huge mistake. You definitely want to be warming up your audience. That might work for someone who's got brand equity and brand awareness and reputation under their belt, like with a larger company who their audience already know, trust, and like. But you just can't sit there, run ads, and expect them to make sales without them knowing you, without them getting to hear about your values, about your brand, about what you stand for, because the awareness campaigns are the most important thing to warm up your audience. Then you should retarget them with a sales campaign to actually make the sale. Cold sales, just asking for money out of the middle of nowhere. It's like going on a date and meeting someone for the first time and asking them to marry you. It's not going to translate to what you want. That is hilarious. I do not agree.
Be using a sales or conversion objective campaign.
So sales and conversion objective campaigns are great if you're using brand awareness, but you can also run them as warm-up sequences.
The idea that you can run engagement campaigns to your conversion ads to build up the social proof and that's somehow going to increase your conversion rate is also a myth.
Yeah, I'm going to have to say that we would definitely disagree based on experience on that one.
TikTok algorithm secret is you never pay for ads. So when someone say to me, do you pay for ads? Never. You can check all my viral videos. I've never paid for an ad.
Never run ads or pay for ads? Oh, where's he going with this?
And I won't. Reason being is the algorithm's so smart. I feel just like other platforms, it tests your loyalty. It'll give you this huge spike of videos. And then what it will do is it'll go boom. And it'll crash, and then you're like, "Oh my god!" And if you're emotionally involved, you're like, "Oh my god, I need the dopamine hit. I need to get back on a high." And what it'll do, you could post the next like 12, 13 videos. I'm so stubborn, I don't give a monkeys whether I get 10, 15 views because I'll just keep doing it because I'm not emotionally involved. Yeah, I'm still gonna show up.
Yeah. So that's really great for someone who doesn't need the urgency of sales or immediate sales. By all means, organic is amazing. It's great at getting you in front of new audiences with the right topics. But let's face it and let's be real. In business, if you want sales, if you want to generate traffic to your website, to your product, to your service, you're gonna have to play with ads at some point, unless you are committed to using organic traffic or socials constantly in your effort. What you don't want to do as a business owner is put your eggs all in one basket. In the socials basket especially, it's a little bit dangerous. So, that's great. Good on him. I'm all for the organic strategy and building those organic audiences. But saying you're not going to run ads and, take your highest converting organic content and turn it into an ad even, it's a little bit risque for businesses and not something that you're going to be able to build upon in the future.
No mobile app or website on earth needs 6 months to develop. Not Uber, not Taliban.
Give me a break. Sure, buddy.
Not Zomato. No. If you have a dedicated team working on only one project, you can build almost anything in.
Yeah, sure. If you have a dedicated team that you're paying a fortune to who's going to just work on your project solely for you, sure. Full-timers can run things in a quick turnaround, but let's face it, you're going to have to pay a lot of money or hire your own app devs to do that, buddy.
4 to 8 weeks. Seriously, I'm not joking.
Okay, so 4 to 8 weeks. Let's be real. If you had someone working around the clock, you could probably build an app faster, especially with the platforms that are out there and the templates. We've actually had friends of ours and other agencies build apps within 2 days, but they haven't been good. So I don't know if he wants a good app or a dodgy app, but fast is not the way to go with that sort of approach.
I'm talking website plus app. I'm talking really dedicated team. If you have a proper 3-4 engineers, good developers, assign them.
Okay, so 3-4 devs and engineers for a full-time gig for fast turnaround. Let's say that's going to set you back over 100K. I wish I had the budget for that. That would be amazing.
Back end, front end, design, all that. In 2 to maximum 3 months, you build the most complex platform in the world. And it can be faster, depending on how many team members you want to allocate.
So here's a fun story for everyone. We heard a rumor that Google Maps, the person who actually built Google Maps, did it in a weekend. He was one coder. What you have to remember is he probably built the concept in one weekend, or he probably, you have people out there that do things in a quick way, but finessing things and getting things right is never going to be quick. You can't just build things, skip testing, skip planning, skip a psychology behind what that person's going to do on your website or your app. It's not going to benefit you in the long run. And in saying that, say you pulled something together miraculously really quickly and got it launched and live, who are you going to direct there, and are they going to come back? Because if it's not right for them and you haven't properly thought it through, probably just going to look at it and leave, and you've lost that audience.
This is why you hate marketing. Imagine this cup is your marketing energy. And when you try and say too many things to too many people on too many platforms, selling too many things, you end up with pretty empty results. But if you...
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that one. Yep, diluting your messaging, not always good.
Just focus your marketing on one group of people, on one platform, selling one primary offer with one really strong lead magnet, your glass and your bank account will be a lot fuller. And it's a...
So I'm going to half agree and half disagree here. Yes, diluting your message across too many platforms, too many channels, too many fingers in pies isn't going to work out best for you. But putting all of your eggs in one basket, especially when it comes to marketing, is also not a good idea, because you're putting too much reliance on the one thing, on the one problem, on the one solution that you're trying to get out there. What happens if that fails? What happens if you've only got a certain amount of ad spend or marketing spend or effort or energy, and you're like, I'm going to just do this one thing's got to work. You're going to be let down if it's all on the one thing. So I would have to say, don't focus on too many, but don't focus on one. Have a little bit of diversification. Think about all of the channels, your owned, your ads, and how you can get out there with the easiest and most minimal amount of effort, but also think about what's going to give you the most cut through. That's what you should be focusing on. Not one, not many, but maybe like 2 or 3. Think of your strategy there. So the other thing to remember is, if you're focused on one platform, what is that platform? Are you focused on social media as your one platform? Because that's not your owned audience. That's a borrowed audience. What actual platform are you focusing on is the question. Think about that one. Quick break. If you're loving this episode and thinking, I really need help with this, we've got you. If you're growing your business on your own and want expert guidance, check out our DIY workshops. Or if you're ready for the power of a done-for-you agency, we can help with that too. Just follow the links in the show notes to find out more. Back to the episode.
Should your brand have a founder account, like a personal account, and a brand account? I have pretty strong feelings on this, but basically it comes down to if you understand and are good at social media, then you should definitely have both and should be working to expand your team to get as many accounts as possible and building ROI for your business around that. Like, how many sales does this account have to make per?
So that is a really good point and topic to make if personal branding is your thing. And this is where, you kind of need to fall back on your marketing strategy. What's your goal? What's your outcome? Like, what are you after? Because if you're an e-commerce business and your goal is about the product, then it doesn't make sense to have the founder as the personal brand. It would be a much smarter strategy to have multiple brand ambassadors, multiple influencers being that face for the business. So you capture more of a bigger audience. But if you as a founder want to actually build that brand presence, maybe you have a 5-year plan where you want to grow a coaching platform. Maybe you want to actually get asked as a guest appearance and, kind of grow a sort of like a longer term plan, then yes, definitely I would agree in having 2 accounts. But you also have to remember extra accounts means extra management, extra content, extra time. You're taking away from other things and you have to put it on multiple channels and multiple user accounts. It's something that I have to deal with as well. It drives me bananas. But, choose your battles, guys. It's up to you.
Post, what's my average per month? What am I paying this creator? What does it cost us in time or production value? And do we get results back in forms of leads for a services business, sales?
Yeah, so all great ideas and topics here. Like if you're putting in that spend to have a founder and business account, what are those accounts coming back to you with? Are you going to treat them financially separate? Are you going to say it's both of these accounts that are bringing this? Like what is the actual purpose of each account and what is that conversion value coming back to you? That's definitely something to consider.
Sales on TikTok Shop or Amazon, like whatever you can do to at least roughly quantify that. I would be trying to go as big and as wide as possible, but certainly providing core.
Seriously, if you want to go big as wide as possible, put all your energy and effort into one account. You'll thank me later.
Or brand account, founder account. But it's a very different story if you are not already savvy at social media. So I see this a lot. A lot of people come into Cut 30 and they are basically like trying to do both at once and they are not good at social media yet. Like they don't understand.
Yes, you have to be good at social media. I actually have never met yet a business owner that actually comes to me and is like, I love the social media game. It's so fun to sit there and record things and edit things and get shit out. Trust me, all business owners hate social media. I don't have still yet to meet one unless you're a content creator and this is your life. But business owners, we have bigger things to worry about. Social media should make maybe the top 10 list, but definitely not the top 3.
Understand what it takes to have a video hit. They don't understand how to do that consistently. And if you are not good at something and you try to do too many things, it doesn't work. So
yeah, definitely. If you're not good at social media, please just outsource it because it's just too time consuming. It's not a priority.
I can't wait to hear what you would say to someone that says, I'm too busy.
Oh, Gary V.
You don't believe.
I love you. Fangirl.
Believe in demand creation.
What does that mean?
You don't believe that creating new customers or consideration for what you're doing is important. Do you know companies that are really great at sales, but they're also bad at marketing and branding? If you're a sales organization.
So this is an age-old debate between sales teams getting along with marketing teams. You tend to be one or the other. So a good salesperson, someone who really drives sales and is good at sales is like, I don't need marketing. I just need sales. I've got sales strategy. I can go and talk to someone and I can make that sale. I can convert that lead. I've got this system. It works. And that I feel is I'm going to ruffle some feathers here, but being good at sales is fantastic, but what happens when you have reached your limit? What happens when your sales message becomes so overdone that you are now known as the sales guy or the used car salesman. Oh, I'm not going to go talk to that person because they're just going to try and sell me something. You know, what else are you relying on? You need to rely on brand messages, values, things that make you relate to the person you're trying to sell to. So yeah, that's he's got a good point there.
That means it's not coming to you. You're going out and hunting. I love sales, and I love when companies do both. But if you're only about sales, I mean,
you definitely have to do both. I agree with him. You have to be good at marketing. You have to be good at sales. Even more than that, you need your sales and marketing to work together, because together they're far more powerful, they're more long lasting, they build trust, and they convert much, much better.
Means you don't know how to market and brand, because when you know how to market and brand, it comes to you. So when I hear that, I'm like, oh, that person doesn't understand that content on social networks in April of 2024 is the single most important thing in the world to do great.
Yeah, and so also to add to that, definitely true, but also to add to that is your marketing should support your sales and your sales should support your marketing. So if they're working together, you'll be able to have that sort of reliance on each other. So they're definitely hand in hand. We've seen firsthand what a great sales team can do, what a great marketing team can do, but the companies that really, really profit, and I'm talking about the companies that are sitting there making over like 5 million, 10 million a year, why they've become so good and so big at what they actually sell or what they're doing is when you see the sales team actually coordinate with the marketing team. They cross-communicate with each other, they cross-talk to each other, and that's what really gets the revenue streams going. Because if you have sales conversations in silo without marketing and marketing conversations in silo without promoting sales, you're just running around in circles and working harder.
If you're a marketer and wondering how AI is going to impact your job, I'm going to break down exactly what marketing is going to look like in the next 5 years. To cut right to the chase, marketing is about to look a lot more like sales. Here's what I mean. Basically, the past 10 years of marketing has been all about reach. The products that are most successful are the ones who can get the widest distribution. How can you get featured in a Mr. Beast video with hundreds of millions of views? How can you build out an email list with hundreds of thousands of emails to always email these people directly? Marketing campaigns were about going broad, reaching as many people as you can, getting as many eyeballs on your product as possible. Now with AI, it won't be as much about how broad you go, it will be how deep can you go. Instead of sending the same email to an email list of 100,000 people, you'll be using AI to enrich every email in your email list and send them a hyper-personalized email. Basically, AI enables you to write 100,000 cold sales emails and
So this is great, but I've also seen email campaigns that clients have come to us with, and they've used AI to hyper-personalize, but it still feels cold. It still feels generic. Like I think I've seen one that's said something like, oh, I've seen how you achieved this, this, and this. And then you sit there and you're like, yeah, but I can see where you got that. You just followed us on socials and followed us on LinkedIn. It's great, but the level of personalization needs to be there for the future of using AI. I don't think we're quite there yet. You still need to be very manual with your processes, but
instead of just one email sent to everybody. And if you're a marketer who's not using AI to build out hyper-personalized content to all of the people you sell to, you're going to fall behind because your messaging just won't hit.
You have to remember that's one strategy of cold outreach, which is AI personalization. It's not going to work in every environment. It's not going to work in every industry or every situation. So yeah, cool. It's really fun to actually put in your marketing plan, but I don't think hyper personalization is going to be the be all and end all of marketing for the future.
Hit as hard as the people who use AI at scale. Email is just one example, but
and yes, AI at scale is great, but you also have to tie it into the rest of your marketing funnel, your organic marketing, your own channels, your bought channels, all that sort of fun stuff. Don't use it just in one email campaign because it's a bit cold and weird.
But across the board, marketing is going to start to look a lot more like sales.
I take that with a grain of salt. I wouldn't necessarily agree that marketing's going to become sales because, let's face it, sales is part of marketing. Marketing is part of sales. They work together. So I don't think we can sit there and say that sales is the future of marketing. It's not really. Like, it's only a small part. To me, the future of marketing and AI is about building the connections and the things that you're saying on a deeper level. It's not really about hyper-personalization, in my sort of opinion. Okay, so that's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed my reaction to those. If you wanted to shoot through some videos that you wanted to get my take on, please shoot through a DM. We'd love to include them in the next episode. And that's bye for now. Have fun, guys. If you got value from today's episode, make sure to subscribe so you never miss a straight talking strategy to move your business forward. If you want more support, check out the link in the show notes for our step-by-step workshops that will help you build a better business, leveraging the right marketing tactics. Or if you're ready for the power of a done-for-you solution, chat with our team and we'll see how we might be able to help you. And don't forget to follow us on socials at Marketing Your Brand. And remember, no matter where you're at in business, take the next right step for you.